What if one name, spoken only once in a list of sons, was quietly left behind on purpose? What if the silence around that name was not an accident, but a design? This video centers on one question that refuses to disappear. Why was Dinah, the daughter of Jacob, excluded from the count of the tribes of Israel? When the Bible lists the children of Jacob, the pattern seems clear. 12 sons, 12 tribes, a nation built on 12 names: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Asher, Issachar, Zebulun, Joseph, Benjamin. And then, almost as an afterthought, Scripture says, "And Dinah, the daughter of Leah, whom she bore to Jacob." Genesis 30:21. She is named, she exists, she is remembered, but she is never counted. Why? If Jacob had 12 sons and at least one daughter, then why is Israel not built on 13 tribes? Why is Dinah never called a tribe? Why is her name absent from every national census? Why does the structure of Israel depend only on men? And most importantly, was Dinah excluded because she was a woman or because she represented something else entirely? The Bible itself does not directly explain the exclusion. It simply proceeds as if the question should not be asked. But ancient Jewish tradition did ask it. In Genesis 34, Dinah steps into the story again, not as a number, but as a person. Her encounter with Shechem becomes one of the most troubling chapters in the Torah. She is violated. Her brothers respond with violence. An entire city is destroyed. And then, silence. Dinah disappears from the narrative almost completely. Why would Scripture bring her forward so dramatically, only to remove her again? The Midrash, ancient rabbinic commentary, refuses to ignore this. One teaching in Bereshit Rabbah suggests that Dinah was not less important, but too powerful to be reduced to a tribal unit. The tribes represent territorial inheritance, warfare, and political structure. Dinah represents continuity, lineage, and the inner life of the family. Is it possible that Dinah was excluded not because she lacked value, but because her role could not be measured the same way? Another midrash goes further. It asks, why is Jacob punished so harshly in the story of Dinah? One answer given is shocking. The rabbis say Jacob hid Dinah from Esau earlier, fearing that Esau might marry her. By trying to control her destiny, Jacob disrupted divine balance. The tragedy in Shechem, according to this view, is a consequence of that concealment. If this is true, then Dinah is not marginal, she is central. Her absence from the tribes becomes symbolic, not accidental. But there's another, more structural explanation. The tribes of Israel are not simply children, they are units of national function. Each tribe receives land. Each tribe fields soldiers. Each tribe has a banner in the wilderness. Dinah, as a woman, does not fit this military territorial model. Does this mean women were unimportant? The ancient texts say no. They say women were foundational, but not counted in the same system. In the book of Numbers, every census is explicitly male. From 20 years old and upward, all who are able to go out to war in Israel. Numbers 1:3. The tribes are counted by those who fight. So the question shifts, is Dinah excluded because she is female, or because the tribal system itself is built on warfare? The Talmud adds another layer. In Bava Batra 122a, the sages explain that land inheritance follows the male line to preserve tribal boundaries. If women were counted as tribes, marriage would dissolve borders. So Dinah's exclusion may not be theological, but logistical. Yet this raises a deeper question. If God designed the system, why design it this way at all?
Some ancient commentators propose a hidden symmetry. 12 is not random. 12 corresponds to the months of the year, the zodiac, and the structure of sacred time. Adding Dinah would break the cosmic pattern. Does that mean Dinah was sacrificed for symmetry? Or does it mean her role existed outside the visible structure? There is an even more mysterious tradition. Some early Jewish texts suggest that Dinah's descendants were absorbed into other tribes through marriage. Her influence continues, but without a banner, invisible yet present, counted but not numbered. So why is she never called Dinah as a tribe? Because tribes are not individuals, they are public identities. Dinah represents the private, the relational, the hidden, and ancient Israel did not count what it believed could not be measured. But is that the full answer? Or is the exclusion of Dinah a mirror, forcing the reader to ask, who decides what counts? The Bible never resolves this tension. It leaves Dinah named but unnumbered, seen but not counted. And perhaps that is the point. Because if Israel had 13 tribes, the question would never be asked. But with 12 and one name left outside the circle, the story demands reflection. Not about Dinah alone, but about systems, power, memory, and silence. Was Dinah excluded because she was a woman, or because her role threatened the structure? Was it injustice or intentional mystery? The ancient texts do not give a final verdict. They give a question, and they leave it with us. Thanks for watching.